Yo, Fatr Podcast, man. I'm your motherfucking host with the most, M. Sanchez, man. I got my nigga Jump Out in the building. Jump Out, what up, man?
You know we giving it up.
Yeah, man. Nice to have you on the scene, man. Chitty, what up, man? How you feeling? Yeah. Nigga ain't got no mic today, man. You know what I mean? We had to hand the mic to one nigga Jump Out.
Blessings.
Jump Out, we appreciate
It's a pleasure to be here.
Word, appreciate you pulling up, man, on us. You the first artist that we ever had to do video.
Thank you. That's like an honor, man.
Yeah, word
Feels
up.
Good.
I had to pick an ugly nigga like me. You feel me?
Ugly niggas back in style. We in.
Yo, listen, this is
2019. We in.
1 out of 10, I'm a 7. If I stand next to 5s, I'm a 10. You feel me?
You know what I'm saying? hang with an ugly nigga. You're gonna look better.
Yo, on some G shit though, Jump Out, man. I appreciate you pulling up, man.
Thank you, man.
Let me walk you through the format that I like to use when I interview artists. I like to go past, present, and future. Pretty much, you know, the foundation, where it all started for you.
Okay.
Right? Where you at with it right now, and where you trying to take it.
Okay.
Right. So with that said, man, let's get into it, man. Where did this shit start for you?
For me, this started March 24th, 2015.
Okay.
I always loved music, always been into music. I never took it seriously until then, because I never really thought of myself as a rapper. It took for something to happen for me to like kind of want to do it. On that day, one of my close friends got killed, my boy LK.
R.I.P. LK.
Yeah, long live LK. And one of the last conversations me and him had was him telling me, yo, you need to rap. You know, I always smoke. I was one of them smokers that you smoke. You ever had, one of your friends you smoke and they just want to do is rap? That was me. I was that guy. You know what I'm saying? So
it's a lot of them out there.
He's always telling me, like, yo, we got to get you into the studio. We got you in the studio. That day, I happened to be going to the studio to record. My boy TL heard me say the hook that I was just playing around with. I was like, 23rd of Market, but there ain't no telling. I actually got a video for that out on YouTube. But, you know what I'm saying? That's another story. But he liked the hook so much, he's like, yo, bro, I want you to come lay that down. He happened to, the day that I went to lay it down was the same day that he got killed. So
that's crazy, man. So one of your right-hand mans passing away inspired you to start rapping. Is it something that he said to you?
It was more of I felt like the music kind of protected me from being there. I felt like if I would have never been in that studio, I probably would have been chilling with him, and God knows what would have happened. You know what I'm saying? So I took it as like, this is what you were supposed to do. Look what happened, and the feeling that the music gave me was like I never felt that. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
Like,
that's some real shit.
Gave me a good feeling.
Word. So what was the first record that you made after that whole tragedy happened, and you was like, you know what, I'm gonna take this rap shit serious. This is my lane. It's gonna keep me off the streets, right? It's gonna help me get the right mindset and try to elevate and get up out of here. What was the first record?
For LK.
For LK.
Yeah.
So you dedicated a record to your mans.
Yeah.
Okay.
I dedicated my first song, and it's funny how that song came about. Like I had the hook in my mind. I had no beat for it, nothing. I just had the hook. And I was like, for LK, I go crazy with the AK. For LK, I go crazy with the AK. 100 shots. Broad day. 100 shots. Broad day.
Word.
I ain't had no beat to it. So one day, my boy Tweety calls me. He like, yo, come to my house. He's listening to beats. And he's playing that beat. And from the moment I got in his house and I heard that beat, I just heard that. For LK, I go crazy with the AK. I'm like, yo, Tweety, you gonna use that beat? He's like, yeah, I'm about to rap. I'm like, yo, you gotta get that beat, yo. I gotta do something to that beat. So, boom. He gave me the thing. It was like a YouTube beat. He gave me the link, and I went and laid it down.
Word. That's crazy. And let me take a step back. Where are you from?
Me, I'm from Patterson. Originally, I was born in DR. Came here when I was little.
Okay.
And but I grew up in Patterson, New Jersey.
Word.
On East 19th and Park Ave, to be exact.
Word. And that's how, for the people that want a little bit of backstory, that's how we connected. I was hosting a show. Ripe Studio was having a showcase. Shout out to Ripe Studios. We live from Ripe Studios. If you think you got bars, book that fucking session, man. Stop playing. Word up. But listen, we was doing a showcase for Ripe. I was hosting. You was one of the acts that I brought you out. We started chopping it up, because one thing that I like to do is whatever artist I'm going to bring up there, I like to connect with them a little bit. You know what I mean? Get to know them a little bit.
Definitely.
See what their flavor is, what they trying to get into, because that helps me kind of bring them on stage and present them. So Found out you was from the east side of Patterson. I'm from the east side of Patterson, so linked up after that and checked out some of your work.
Yeah.
A lot of dope, a lot of crack out there from you, man.
Yeah,
so
thank you. I definitely appreciate that.
Definitely see you working, bro.
Thank you, man.
So listen, where I want to take it to next is, what was the reception like for that record, right? The record that you did for LK, and what was next after that?
All right. Everybody was rocking with it. But what gave me even the biggest thing was when the video came out. I linked up with my boy Jay. He's actually here. My boy Jay for Flicks and Tweety. Tweety was originally supposed to shoot the video. The funny thing that Jay wasn't even supposed to shoot the video, but when he went out there, he seen what was going on. He's like, nah, I don't really like what's going on. He kind of, give me, man, let me handle this. Let me show you how to do this. You know what I'm saying? So, but it was kind of a blessing in itself that he took that ownership. You know what I'm saying? It was a blessing that he took that ownership, because what came from there, it was like, I say that it was history. Because it's like, we still living. We're creating history right now. So it's like, that was the beginning of the...
Y'all still chopping it up, working together till this day. And how did the people receive that record?
First, like, the hood loved it. The hood loved it because LK had a lot of love out there. So when they see me spit that pain and how I felt, you know what I'm saying? And then, like, the people that know me, they was like, damn, that's Luke's, bro. Like, 'cause everybody call me, like, in the streets, they call me Luke. Like, that's Luke's, bro. Like, that's Luke's. He rapping, bro. Like, that's crazy. He was out here wilding. Like, this nigga rapping. So a lot of people show love. And then you had, a lot of people like, man, this is another rapper. You get, that's whatever you do, you're gonna get the love and hate. But I accepted it. It is what it is. Because even the haters gotta listen to it. You know what I'm saying? To hate on it, you had to listen to it.
It's all a click.
You know what I'm saying? So you still clicked on it. Even if you ain't like it, you still clicked on it. So shout out to you for that view.
Shout out to the haters for the view. But definitely more love than hate.
Yeah. I try to put that out there too. Wherever I go, I try to bring positive vibes. I try to bring, you know what I'm saying? Because my music might not be because I speak what I live. What I went through is my story. I don't encourage anybody to do anything. You know what I'm saying? I'm just talking my story, what I went through in these streets, what made me who I am today. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to ever, I heard this song and I went and I did this. No, this is what I did. This is what I went through. This is what I seen. You don't have to do what I did it already. You don't got to do it.
So we was talking rap earlier in the back. Dope conversations being had in the back that you bitch niggas ain't exposed to. You're not liable. You're not worthy to listen on these conversations. But authenticity is important to you.
Yeah,
right?
Very.
Being authentic is important to you.
Very.
Talk to me about what that means for you and why.
It's because, like, I feel like as an artist, you work so hard to develop a unique sound. And for somebody just to take his sound and run with it and don't even pay you homage, don't even mention you, don't even shout you out, don't even say that you inspired them, that bothers me. You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody had to influence you. And it's like, it's okay to grab something from that person, but create your own lane. Like, but it's like, I see a lot of it. I see a lot of it. Like, everybody's want to hop to whatever sound is hot versus trying to find a sound that they could be unique. That when they hear that sound, they hear that, like, oh, that's Jump. Oh, that's JumpOut. I know that's JumpOut. And that's what I'm trying to do. You know what I'm saying? Bring that uniqueness. You know what I'm saying? It was like, oh, nah, that's a JumpOut song.
So you appreciate authenticity and also innovation. Like when somebody's innovative and creates their own lane versus jumping on a wave.
And even if they jump on a wave, just pay homage to whoever started the wave. Just acknowledge that you got this from this person. You know what I'm saying? Like, just that, give whoever started that they props. Like, yo, I got, like, give them credit. Even in the song, I feel like if you took somebody's flow, I feel like in the credits you should give that person credits.
Word. So that's a gem. This nigga JumpOut came here dropping gems.
If you took somebody's flow, give that person credit in your record when you shout out all your credits. Do that.
Word.
Then I'll be like, all right, bet. Now I feel him. He got inspired by such and such, but he gave him his props. You know what I'm saying?
Right. You got to start somewhere, right?
Exactly.
So what was some of the, besides, obviously the tragedy, what happened with your mans, that kind of propelled you to put pen to pad and take this shit seriously, but what are some of your rap motivators? Like some of the people that inspired you, as some of the stuff you was listening to that inspired you?
At the time, yo, you want to know what's crazy, yo? Around that time, it was a lot of drill music was out like around that 2015 era. So a lot of Chicago music influenced me. Like it's funny we was talking about that before we even got into the show. We was discussing that, but a lot of Chicago influenced me. Not so much the violence part, but how they was doing it. You know what I'm saying? How they come up just came about. They was just dropping videos. They ain't had no format, nothing. They was just kind of dissing each other on tracks, but it was working. But it was just the format that they used. It was just dropping. They was giving the people what they wanted to see. That Chicago lifestyle. So
fuck a budget.
Yeah, fuck a
format.
budget. Fuck a format. We just gonna do videos of all of us in a room together.
Put them shits out.
You know what I'm
Empty
saying?
the clip.
Empty the clip. We're gonna be in a room and we just gonna jump around. You know what I'm saying? That type of like they ain't really had no money, but they made it happen.
That's a fact. Yeah. So, after let's keep it with the timeline real quick, because I'm curious to see how your picture kind of paints itself.
Okay.
You dropped the banger, the hood, good reception, more love than hate.
Yeah.
What was next after that? Was it a project? Was it more singles?
I still didn't kind of know, but I was still dropping singles. The second one, it just hit me now, was Bodegas.
Bodegas, okay.
That was the second one. It was Bodegas. And I did that song.
Talk to the people about what a bodega is.
A bodega is your neighborhood, your corner stores. You know what I'm saying? We call them bodegas. Every in Jersey, we're from Jersey, right? In Jersey, we have bodegas, usually owned by a poppy or a mommy. Spanish people, aka the Spanish people, the mommies and the poppies. So we have a lot of those. And luckily for us, we develop these relationships with the owners because we keep them safe. Every bodega owner loves hood niggas because I guarantee you that bodega is not getting robbed. That bodega is not, nothing bad happening to that bodega.
Facts.
So it's like, it's a love and hate relationship, but bodega owners love us.
Word. So you dedicated your second record to the bodegas.
To the bodegas, yeah. 'Cause they saved me from getting locked up a bunch of times. So shout out to the bodegas, man.
All right, so
I did that song with Young Boss Trip.
Okay.
Trip, my boy Trip.
And how does shout out to him?
Shout out to Trip, man.
Yeah.
Trip is another dude. He works extremely hard.
Word, that's what's up, man. So it sounds like you were surrounding yourself by some hard workers.
I was surrounded because I wanted to learn as the most I could. Like that's one thing about me. I'm always eager to learn about the game. I want to learn. Like I don't want to just know how to rap. I want to learn. Teach me other shit. What about this? How you do this? I want to know. I like to know. You know what I'm saying? So I try to surround myself around whoever was doing what I wanted to do. So,
Word.
You know what I'm saying? I started being around rappers. I started hanging out in studios. I was hanging out in SEL a lot because that was the first studio I actually went to record. Shout out to SEL with Saga. Saga, we got to get into Saga too because Saga was like he has a lot to do with all this process too because Saga was the first person to record me. Saga was one of the founders that kind of helped me develop my sound.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? He helped me mold myself into the artist that I am today. And I'm always grateful for him. You know what I'm saying? For kind of like mentoring me in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh no, you do this, you need to do doubles. He kind of taught me the recording process. You know what I'm saying? So I'm always grateful for him. You know what I'm saying?
Word. So you had the Gentleman Saga. You had a couple other hard workers. Yeah. Did you run with any camps? Did you get down with any camps?
Yeah, of course. I came in with my own camp. It's the JumpOut guys. It's me, my boy King JumpOut, and JumpOut Guy. You know what I'm saying? Okay. That was the original. We was the original three. It was the original two. It was just me. It was just King JumpOut and me. You know what I'm saying? It was just us two at first.
Okay. Yeah. Word. That's what's up. Shout out to the JumpOut squad, man. Shout out to them. So, all right, cool. Let's take it to the present. Let's take it to the present. Now you got several singles out, right? You got several videos out. Where you at with it now? Talk to me about the state of, I want to get into the state of hip hop, right? Into the state of hip hop, because when I hear your music, right, I'm not checking for, lyrical, miracle. I like your music because it's about energy.
Yeah.
There's like a certain energy. And maybe that's because when I found your music, I saw you perform first.
Yeah.
So I know this shit is about energy. So it's a couple artists that I put kind of in that bucket right now. Definitely 6ix9ine.
Yeah.
Definitely 6ix9ine. His music is about energy. Not lyrics, not all that
it's
extra
energy.
shit. It's energy. Sheck West is on the come up, right? Energy. Oh, pardon me. Energy.
Definitely that energy.
But even if you go back to the 90s, Onyx and them kind of niggas, right?
Somebody actually compared me to Onyx before.
I can see that, bro.
Somebody compared me to Onyx. Somebody compared me to X. I got compared to Noriega. Somebody was like, you like a Noriega and DMX.
I can see that.
Somebody said you like a Jada. Said my raspiness, like on some Jada and Noriega. But it was like, but they always end up saying, but you're unique, your voice. They always tell me that like, you don't sound like nobody. Your style is unique. You don't really like. They don't like when people mention my music. They don't know what category to put me under. They don't know like what did if like right now. I mean, I'm gonna ask you this: if you could put me in a category of today's music, who you say, who does he sound like, or who?
I don't think you sound like anyone.
You know what I'm saying? Or who do you put me? Or who I could? It's like you can't find even a person. I don't even know. I've been trying to see like there isn't any. I don't feel like I sound like anybody. I don't feel like they could compare me because I don't make that type of. I don't have that sound. I don't know.
It's definitely not like the melodic stuff that's out here. Nothing wrong with that stuff.
Nah, it's dope. It's real dope.
But it's definitely different. It's differentiated. But again, I am checking for the energy whenever I hear a record from you. Right? A couple of the freestyles that you got. My favorite record is Peru.
Yeah.
Right? Talk to me about that record, how that came together.
Peru. I actually got another one of my closest friends. He Peruvian. So I kind of asked him a couple questions about his city. So the song is kind of like about his city, his life. You know what I'm saying? Like the shit that he grew up seeing. You know, because in our countries, shit is rough. So in third world countries, we see more different shit that we might see in America. So I just felt like, I don't know, I heard the beat. That's the first word that came to my mind when I heard the beat was Peru. I swear to you, the beat came on, and I'm listening to the beat, and I'm just like, Peru. Like, right. And then I just worked around it, and then the rest was history from there.
Word. That's what's up, man. And let's talk about the city for a little bit.
Okay.
Right? Growing up in Patterson, what was that like for you?
It was rough. Like, I'm not going to say it was rough because the environment, everything you're around, like, you're surrounded by negativity. You know what I'm saying? It's poverty. It's like, you know what I mean? You don't really got much. Your parents are always working. You're home alone, or you got all the time in the world. You know what I'm saying?
Do some fuck shit.
We don't have, like, think about it. They don't give us. We don't have nothing. What do they have for kids to do in the city? They don't have nothing. There's nothing out here. What, the Boys and Girls Club? How after a certain age you can't do that no more. So it's like, what is out here but the streets? Word. You know what I'm saying? So
no, I hear that for sure. Definitely relate, man. So let's talk about, obviously Patterson is a rough city growing up there.
Definitely.
But what I found is it gives you a lot of perspective when you compare yourself to other niggas that's not from an area like that.
Yeah.
It's tough and it's rough. And you almost want to say, shit, I'll trade the perspective for all the shit that I had to see and witness.
Yeah, but it's like, it makes you who you are. It makes you appreciate things. Like, maybe my life would have been different if I was in another city. But I wouldn't be who I am. I wouldn't know what I know. I wouldn't have seen what I've seen.
Word.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a fact.
I'm grateful for the things that I see. I seen some shit that probably would have scarred the typical person. Probably look at you like, yo, how are you still functioning? Like we're in January, and I just lost two. I went to 2 funerals already. You know what I'm saying? I buried two close friends. You know what I'm saying?
God rest their soul.
You know what I'm saying? Like, good friends. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, how do you cope with it? You just keep going. Like, you just got to keep going. Like, the harsh reality of life, like, it's fucked up, but it's like, it keeps going.
And that's, you actually hit it already, but that's kind of where I wanted to segue to is, on your gram, I see you post up a lot of RIPs, unfortunately, right? God rest those gentlemen's soul, and my condolences to their family.
Definitely.
But what are some of the things that you want to see change for the good in the city?
Man, I don't want to see my friends. I don't want to go to no more funerals. I don't even buy chains no more. I don't buy shirts. I don't do the rest in peace shirts no more. Cause it's like they just bring you pain. So it's like I'll post them. When I think about them, I'll post them, keep their name alive. But that shit hurt. Like people that you grew up seeing every day that you're not gonna see no more for nonsense. So first I wanna like get all the young dudes from my block that do music. I wanna get them all together. You know what I'm saying? And just take over or just do something. Get them out that environment. Cause it's like,
do you want to shout any of them young bulls out right now?
Of course. Butter Bando, Lil Spill, Lil Crab, Trip, B Park, Push. You know what I'm saying? The whole 1900. And if I forgot you, I'm sorry. But you on my mind. Yeah, you know, the whole high GPA. You know, it's a lot of good talent that I feel like we put our heads together, we could do something. You know what I'm saying? It's like we're all chasing the same thing. We all grew up in the same neighborhood. Like, why not? I'd rather get together to go to shows than get together for another funeral. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Word. That's a fact.
Yeah, I don't want to see that no more.
Word.
So
yeah, it's a lot of you bring me again to my next topic. A lot of fucking talent in the city, man.
Yeah.
A lot of talent.
I
like how I feel right now, talent wise. You know what I'm saying?
It's a lot of talent.
Shout out to Fifi as well. Tatted Up Fee.
Yeah, Tatted Up Fee.
He's super dope.
You got Swizzy Marley.
Word.
You got Daz.
Mm-hmm.
You got
I'm not sure if the boy Dumpy is from here. I don't know where he's from, but I heard some of his stuff. I heard that kid spit, man. That kid is gifted.
Yeah.
You know, so even if in the surrounding areas, it's a lot of fucking talent.
A lot of talent. Man. It's just.
Shout out to Trillionaire Daz too.
Yeah.
Trillionaire Daz.
He got his new project.
Yeah, word. That shit is fire, man. Definitely. A couple joints on there.
Definitely fuck with DA.
Yeah. We're gonna have him up here soon as well. Yeah, so
he's a good dude.
We just talked the other day. But yeah, it's a lot of talent in the city. How do you see the sound in the city progressing, right? Because obviously we had the Fetty situation and that camp came up. They not in the limelight right now. But we still praying for them to get back to where they were, right? And get everything together because that the way the city felt when that happened was magical, right? It was like, damn, Patterson is on.
It's like the whole city felt to like, oh my God, you know what I'm saying? But what I wish the city, like, I love the city. Don't get me wrong. I just wish they stick to the city and just up north. We're from up north. Embrace the fact that we're from up north. Nothing against Atlanta, nothing against they sound, but that's they sound. Like, let's create a wave that they like, nah, that's some up north niggas. That's some up north niggas.
So
you know what I'm saying?
Even though we strayed away from the topic a couple minutes ago, you still back to authenticity.
Yeah,
so it's back to authenticity. So you want up top to win in their own way.
I want us to win.
I like what Philly did. I like what Philly did with Meek and that camp. Like, they got their own kind of sound. So you want to see something like that happen with Jersey.
It can happen, though. It happened with Chicago. It happened with Atlanta. It happened with Detroit. It happened with Miami. You know what I'm saying? It happened in Memphis. It could happen here. It's just sticking to it.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? Fuck what's hot. Don't be the wave. Let's create the wave. You know what I'm saying? Not ride the wave. Let's create that shit.
We not riding the wave. We providing the wave.
Provide the wave, man. We gonna provide the wave, man.
This nigga jump out dropping gems, man.
Yeah,
so with that said, let's close this shit out with the future, man. Where do you see this shit? Do you see Jersey being a conglomerate with their own wave? Where do you see this shit going, man? Where you trying to take your shit personally?
Me, I'm trying to take it to wherever God lead me. He the one that got me. Wherever he take me, wherever God says I'm going, that's where I'm going. You know, and when you with God, the opportunities are endless. So,
word up.
The Lord knows what He got for me, but I know it's great.
Word.
I know it's great.
So, that's dope, man. That's dope. Sound like you a God-fearing man.
Of course,
I am as well.
Of course, man. That's why we here, man.
Word up.
That's why we always
gotta pray,
here.
man. You gotta pray.
I pray every single day.
Word up.
I pray. It's something that I kind of picked up from Jay, like just from hanging with him. He pre. I never used to do it, but being with him, he kind of forced you every time he eat, he pray. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it's something that small that you know what I'm saying? Something that we take for granted. But just being thankful for it. Take a second, pray, be thankful that you got that plate. How many people are hungry, starving, wishing that they have half of the shit you got in your fridge that you say you don't want to eat?
That's a fact.
I ain't hungry. I ain't nothing here to eat. Huh? How many motherfuckers wish they could say that? That got hella options, but you're so ungrateful because of everything you got in your life that you tend to forget that is a beautiful thing to have a fridge. Even if what you don't want to eat is there, you got something that you could go grab and eat. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact, bro. That's a fact. That's a fact. Just would like to hear from you where if how do I put this? In an imaginary situation, where would Jersey be as a whole with hip hop, or the city as a whole with hip hop? That's what I want to close out with. Where do you see that happening? If you could have it all be perfect, if you could create it from scratch,
what would it be? Like, I feel like it's starting now already. I think it's already starting. I think it's Jersey's turn, man. It's happening right now as we speak.
Word up. It's a lot of talent in Jersey,
man. It's happening right now as we speak. It's just believing in it. How much do you believe it? When I mean to say it's happening right now, you gotta remember, like, Jersey got a couple hidden gems that's already flowing. Like, you got that chick Coily Ray. You know what I'm saying? She's pretty dope. Her vibes and her energies are super dope.
Shout out to her.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's happening. It's taking a little time, but we're gonna get that same Atlanta boom where everybody's gonna get their shine.
Word. I believe it, man. That's a fact,
too,
and I want that for us.
I want that too, man.
I want that for us. But yo, the homie JumpOut, man. Tell them where they can find you, my nigga.
You can find me on SoundCloud, JumpOut L.O, Instagram, JumpOut _L.O. Where else I'm at? Spotify, everywhere. YouTube, JumpOut L.O. Subscribe to my channel. I have over 20 videos. Spinrilla, I have 4 mixtapes. And this is all in a matter of a couple years. I've been busting my ass out here.
Since 2015.
Since 2015.
It's not that long ago, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's several videos a year.
Yo,
listen, want to tell you to keep grinding. Appreciate you coming on here, man. Shout out to Ripe Studio for having us.
Appreciate you guys having me. And I always congratulate when I see people doing good things. And shout out to you guys. There's not a lot of young brothers doing this type of thing. There's not a lot of young brothers with a vision that actually want to go ahead and do it. When we were like my age, everybody wanted to gang bang and do bullshit. Like to see young men like you guys, you know what I'm saying, doing this shit, having a studio with the hood being down the street. Like, come on, man. Like, I commend you. I can congratulate you guys. And may God bless you and bring you all the blessings, bro. Because it's like,
salute.
Ain't nobody doing this type of shit, man. You know
real shit. Real nigga.
This type of shit.
Word up. Hey, yo. That's been Jump Out, Fatr Podcast, man. This is the Jump Out episode. Salute.
Let's get it.
Shit, man. Classic.